Hello, Fresno. It's Let's Talk Business. I'm Steve Walling, and my guest for this segment is Lisa Casarez.
Casarez, yes.
And you are the founder and the manager, the overseer, the great poobah of a wonderful organization called
you.
Angels of
Grace.
Grace.
Yes, it's a foster family agency. And so what we do is we get the privilege of working with foster children in our community.
And that's a pretty important job.
You know, it's a community job, and it's really challenging to do this on our own. It's not supposed to be a one-woman show or a one-man show. It's definitely about the community. And we are in a very challenging community because there's so much drugs in our community, like in every community. But I think that we're so blessed because this community responds to the call. And so when our children do come in through Child Protective Services, many of them are only with us for a couple of days. And the plan is always to return the children to a biological family. And so during that moment of chaos, when they come in, when the crisis, and the police have requested the children to be removed, Child Protective Services contacts a private agency like Angels of Grace.
Now, how long have you been doing this, Lisa?
Oh my gosh, about 26 years I've been working with foster children.
You started when you were 8?
I started, yes. I started when I was 8, and that's my, thank you. Isn't that awful?
Yeah,
I tell
awesome,
you, come
isn't he?
here, you feel good, right?
Yeah.
But Angels of Grace has been around since 2000, so this agency I founded in 2000.
In 2000. So you got a week or two under your belt.
I've got, you just learn as you go, and everybody kind of works together. Things are constantly, there's new things coming up all the time, new rules, regulations with the state, but we keep
right. You work with the state agencies, you work with the county agencies, you work with schools, cities,
families, biological families.
Right.
It truly is a community effort, and we all have to kind of come together to bridge those gaps that are causing children to end up in foster care.
What is your greatest challenge in what you do?
My greatest challenge are good foster homes. I think that we have to be very picky because you want to make sure that the children are not going from worse to, from a bad situation to worse. And so my families they go through a lot of screening before they can qualify to become foster parents.
And they screen through you?
Yes. They do, and it's very challenging to get through me because these are my babies.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, and
That's
we have to treat our children like they're precious, and they are
the treasures of our future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we could either be a blessing or a curse.
Yeah.
It's a huge responsibility that we have.
And we have all heard the horror stories of kids that have ended up in foster homes, with whatever. And
I don't want to be a part of that bad story. And I have a huge accountability to God. And so, this is truly what we've been called to do, take care of orphans and widows. And so if we don't do it the right way, we will be held accountable. So I really take my job seriously.
Well, that's excellent.
Thank you.
And excellent for the kids, too.
Oh, I love my babies.
And without getting into detail or particulars, tell me about some of your successes, things
Oh, gosh. Well, you know what? I have so many stories because when you do this as many years as we do, we have a lot of good stories. It's always when you see the families get their lives together because by the grace of God there be any of us.
Right.
And my whole story or my whole reason for even having such passion was I came out of the Marjorie Mason Center pregnant with 2 children.
Oh, okay.
And so I've been on that journey, and I've been on the other side of the hand that has to reach out. And so I get up every morning and pay it forward. So it's a good way to live. But we never know. This journey that we are in life can change in a minute. And so we have to constantly be in a place where we can receive and we can give. And I really enjoy the work that God has called me to do. I truly am passionate about it. But one that comes to my heart particularly right now is a family that I've been working with for several years. And the children were in foster care, and it looked like the children were not going to be able to go back because the parents were having some huge challenges with drug issues. And it was amazing because they now come to me, and they're working now. The kids are back at home with the family. The family is healthy and whole. And it's exciting to see that there is light at the end of the tunnel. When we come in, It's in a place of darkness.
Yeah.
You know, the police are there, people are being arrested. It's in the worst type of, it's just not a good place to be.
Right.
But if we continue to take one foot forward and people can kind of rally around these families, there can be success. And it's a beautiful place to be. And then not all the children get to return home. I have one young lady that I had since she was 10. And she is now serving as a CIA agent for the United States of America.
Oh, now I would call that a success story of sorts, wouldn't it?
And it just brings me so much pride
Yeah.
because you pour goodness, wholeness, and richness into people, and they receive it, and they believe it, and they can achieve it. And so that's what someone did for me, and I say this very humbly because we're all just human, and we do the best we can with where we're at. But that was what kind of those seeds that people poured into me were what has allowed me to be able to pour into others. And so I tell her now it's her turn to pay it forward. And that's what my kids need to learn to do. And as they come in, I say, remember, Miss Lisa, because when you're working as a nurse and I'm an elder person, you're going to have to take care of me. So they're my great investment. And that's what we do. We pour into our kids because they will someday be the ones that are going to pay it forward.
And you get a lot of community support, do you?
We do, because a lot of our kids that come in are babies. A lot of them are needing formula, diapers. They come in out of meth labs, so the clothing. We have a beautiful clothing closet. The community has really rallied around us for that. And so kids coming in for the 2 days will have nice clean clothes, clean undergarments and diapers, formula, and then with
all the chaos that these kids go through, how great is that to be able to offer that?
It's the foundation. It's what someone did for me. When I came out of my situation, I was barefoot wearing a robe with pregnant and 2 children. And when I got to the Marjorie Mason Center, they put shoes on my feet, they gave me a hug, everything that the human needed so that the inside could grow.
So the spirit could grow.
And that's important. Where the mind, body, and spirit can really thrive, we need to be able to meet the basic needs.
And in that vein, we got an event coming.
We do, because the basic needs cost money. Unfortunately, we do have to buy the formulas and the diapers, and the community is wonderful, and they continue to pour into Angels of Grace, but those children continue to come in, so we need to continue to refill the river so we can continue to be a blessing.
So, Lisa, what do we got going on?
We have Luau of Love. Isn't that a great name?
That's a great.
Isn't that a
the
great
Luau
name?
of Love.
Luau of Love.
Okay.
That's coming up on October the 4th, and it'll be at Arte Americas in the Plaza. And that is an awesome event. It's just spectacular. It truly is an opportunity to go to Hawaii in Fresno. You don't even have to pay for airline tickets or anything. You can do that here in Fresno.
Okay.
We have the Elbow Room, which caters the event. They come out with their fine dining experience, and people get to have a good opportunity to have a nice date. It's like you're going to Hawaii. You can bring your children. It's a family event. And then we're going to have the Fresno professional Polynesian dancers will be performing, and they come out with their fire dancing, and it's just an amazing experience. If our viewing audience would like to see what it looked like last year, they can go to the Angels of Grace website and look at the video.
What is your website?
It's angelsofgrace.com.
Angelsofgrace.com.
And then there's a video section. You can hit that and you can see the video from last year. And it's an amazing opportunity. And then we have Dancing Under the Stars. So we have this wonderful dance floor that we put out.
Yeah.
And music. So people can go out and have a good time. We can dance, rejoice, have a good time for a good cause, and my babies get to benefit because they get to, we have the money to buy the diapers and the formula and those things that we do receive gently used clothing, which is always a blessing, but those things need to be new, the undergarments and things like that.
Okay, so donation per person is $45.
$45.
Isn't
that a great, that is a good deal.
I hate to say it, but you can drop $45 on hamburgers in some places nowadays.
And you got Elbow Room. That's a fine dining experience. Thank God for Mike Sherinian, who loves to pour goodness and greatness into our community. He's got the heart of gold.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Him and his wife Christine, and so they know what we do, and they've seen the babies, and they want to be a part of the solution, and so that's why they come out and cater and do this for nothing. I mean, really, it is a blessing to the community because, he's got a wonderful, thriving business. He doesn't have to be catering to us, but he does that because he knows the benefit is for the children.
Thank you, Mike and Christine, for what you do.
Yes.
And the community ultimately is the beneficiary of this because those kids left to the vagaries of whatever go back to the community and perpetuate what it was they came out of.
Yes.
This way,
We
they
break
can
the
become
cycle.
they become CIA.
See,
Operatives.
I know, isn't that amazing?
That's
And when I
great.
got her, she was considered developmentally delayed because she hadn't gone to school.
Uh-huh.
And now we talk about it. She says, could you imagine, Miss Lisa, who would have thought that someone labeled developmentally delayed would be the intelligence of the United States of America?
There you go.
Yep.
That's wonderful.
Isn't that an amazing place?
All right,
to
so
be?
listen, this event is the 4th of October.
Yes.
It is Saturday, and you can, there's a rate for tables of 8. It's catered by the Elbow Room. You've got great entertainment, great dancing, and it goes to support Angels of Grace.
The
What a
babies,
great cause,
yeah.
the babies.
Yes.
Lisa, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you. I'm a hugger.
Oh, okay, here's a heart. All right, take care.
Thank you.
Y'all show up for that. It's a great cause. I'll see you when we come back.